Well, good morning. We're ready for another wild and wacky morning of drawing. It's a different nib today. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of got a little bit of a flex to it, and we'll test it out, and we'll put it through its. It's not a new bought nib. It was just one that was on the side sitting there. Don't like that already. Well, we'll give it a chance. I'm not sure what I'm going to be drawing as yet. I like the idea, just some kind of monster, some kind of creature thing. Right, the flex is actually quite kind of limiting in a way. Right, what are we gonna do here? We're gonna have him big, fat. We're gonna have him nice and skinny. Let's have a look. Let's give him some big eyes, big kind of droopy eyes maybe. Oh yeah, it's quite stiff actually. For a flex nib, I'm quite surprised. Usually my nibs don't really flex, and that kind of gives me a restriction in a way that I have to kind of force it in a way to do what I want to do, which is this type of effect. So the fact that it's quite limiting, I find rather strange. I would have thought it would have been very accommodating for my kind of style. I also see it's starting to make the because it's kind of digging in almost, I find it's actually making the paper kind of bleed, which I'm not used to. I usually use a 220, 260 paper, just by standard. Oh God, I've given him a pig's nose. That wasn't planned. I do like the thicker paper. I've got some 300 and 320 there as well. But I do also find that the thicker paper also kind of gives you almost like again, that kind of limitation, which I'm not too keen on. Okay, well, I seem to have drawn some kind of warthog. Okay, I thought I was going to be drawing a monster. Well, I suppose I could still make it into a monster, couldn't I? You see, that's the fun part about this style of drawing, is that you're kind of finding, I don't like this nib at all, you're kind of finding the image in the paper, as it were. And I do like that, the way that it's kind of, you can kind of throw the drawing around, and it kind of sometimes comes back in a way to kind of say, well, thank you for taking that risk. Thank you for drawing in this loose style, because you've got a lovely drawing out of it. Okay, so he has become a little bit of a hog. Okay, no big deal. We're drawing a hog. What is the hog doing? Well, I probably won't get much of the body in there. his little hoof. Let's see him holding like a bar of soap. Maybe he's in a bath. Maybe he's in a bath. Good thinking. Right, so we have a hog in the bath. Draw his little legs. I'm not sure how a pig's foot actually looks, but in my world that's what they look like. Right. Let's get a nice thick line there, just to give it some feeling. Well, I wouldn't recommend these flex nibs unless you're doing something very slow, maybe like writing or something. Or if you do very slow illustrations, if you do that kind of inking of Batman or something, maybe that's a bit more kind of your type of thing. Get some bubbles in there. Show that he's in a nice bubble bath. Keep that. I quite like that hair effect, so just bring a little bit more of that in. Well, it's funny that, isn't it? How you kind of think, oh, maybe I'll draw a monster, and you end up drawing a hog in the back. Well, that's what it's all about, isn't it? It's like this kind of free-flowing, creative part of your mind. That's what it's all about. It's trying to kind of get that, whatever your creative side comes to, whatever your creative side is thinking, you know. In this case, it wasn't thinking about a monster. Maybe I'll draw a monster next. Maybe I'll put a conscious effort into drawing a monster. Let's get a nice tap. Just so that we can be clear that it is a bath. There's the tap. A beautifully drawn tap, I might say. Nice and loose. There's the second one there. Cool. And that is our lovely pig, our hog, having a bath. I have no idea what happened there. I have absolutely no idea. It was a very unusual pen. I'll go back to my usual hard, stiff, old, boring, and none of these flexi nib things. I'm not quite sure I enjoyed that, but hope you enjoyed the drawing nonetheless. And that is me. Let's put put the title up there, just in case anybody's not sure. Hog. There we go. That is a beautiful drawing of a hog in the bath for your entertainment. That's today's little scribble. Well, this moment's little scribble. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you come back for more. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all again very soon.